Greetings, solar light bringers of the awakened Eden codes, anchoring in the highest light, the highest love, the freedom codes, transmitting through our heart's soul spark, waking up, rising up. After the activations yesterday with the 0 point energies flowing in, today through these divine fire activations with yesterday's Venus ring of fire, tomorrow being the full strawberry moon and the first of the Trinity eclipses. We're feeling this in the higher heart and in the soul center, the solar plexus, with these expansions and contractions. Some are feeling expanding out, some contracting in, like a compression energy being compressed in. Also the ring of fire around the Lemurian energies. Many are feeling these Lemurian activation. It might be through dream time, through memories, synchronicities, with these divine feminine, the goddess energy resonating through the physical vessel, and through the mind and the heart center. Today being 6-4, we have the 64 energies, the 64 code of the DNA, and also the ancient Yi Ching with the 64 hexagrams. This is encoded within the flower of light or the flower of life. Either or, call it what you will. The 33 energy coming in as we transition into the 66. Today we had a 28 hertz manifestation on the Schumann resonance, which is connected with the 1010 portal, the 10 gateways. And also the largest earthquake today was a 6.4 in Indonesia with the Lemurian energies for 6.4. So that's the 1010 energy, the 1010 portal. So we navigate into the 1111 and then the 1212 of the divine feminine. 7.7 also coming in. So we have the coming 6.6 portal this Saturday, Saturn day into the 7. And then in July, the 7.7, and then the Lion's Gate of 8.8. There was a whole series of earthquakes in California today, in Searles Valley, which is in the Mojave Desert. These are also connected to the portal of Las Vegas in Area 51, as Pachamama is transmuting these darker energies. This is part of the clearing, bringing clarity to the mind of Gaia, to the consciousness of planet Earth. And we're resolving this. We're resolving it through our own practices, our own perceptions, as we're releasing and letting go of the old. We also had a 4.0 in Chile in the Sacred Andes Mountains, and then in Nicaragua in Central America, 4.6. So this is the mirror of the 64. So the Indonesia is on the 6.4 was on the western edge of the Ring of Fire, and then on the eastern edge, the Nicaragua was the 46. So that's a mirror of each other, the two sacred portals, dealing with the yin and the yang, the rising sun and the setting sun, connecting the Atlantean with the Lemurian, and the eagle of the north, which is connected to the portals in the western United States. These portals opening through Nevada and California, Idaho, all these activations connected to the Andes Mountains. So we have the Rocky Mountains of the north, which is connected to the divine masculine, the eagle, the bald eagle. And then we have the Andes of the south connected to the divine feminine, the yin energies of the condor. The two are coming together, east merging with west, and north merging with south into the center of the cross or the medicine wheel. The four directions come together in the middle, which is the middle dantian, the heart center. So this is coming through in many ways. Everything is expanding and accelerating and rising up through this ascension process. So moment by moment now, we're receiving many synchronicities, many activations, codes, connections, and recalibrations, especially through the void energy, the 0 point energy. We have reached critical mass now. Critical mass? It's funny, these Freudian slips. We have reached critical masks also, but we won't get into that right now. So critical mass, the tipping point. Now we are refining and fine-tuning these energies, preparing the physical vessels for this quantum leap of consciousness. Goes by many names. Some call it rapture, some call it the event, some call it the great awakening or the shift. It's a double toroidal field. It's a compression and an expansion at the same time. It's simultaneous, just like heaven and earth. These are mirrors of each other. In the Heart Sutra of Avalokitesvara, the Bodhisattva of compassion, clearly saw that the 5 skandhas, the senses, are totally empty. So we see emptiness is form, and form is emptiness. There is no separation. That is the paradox, and that is what the mind of man has trouble dealing with most of the time, because the mind wants to think of black and white, but not the 50 shades in between. And that emptiness implies form, and form implies emptiness. Just like one implies the many, and many implies the one. They exist simultaneously, and they're dependent on each other. Just like the positive with the negative to create the neutral, past and the future to create the present, or future and the past to create the now. All is being revealed in this time of revelation. So it is best to keep our awareness in the present, in the kingdom of heaven within, in the pure, clear light of bliss that is calling you home. Home. We'll start today's first transmission from Divine Sister of the Light, Meg Benedict, the point of no return. As we move into the eclipse gateways, we are reaching the point of no return as the old regime fights to hold on to control. With so many planets in retrograde and the lunar eclipse this Friday, we are experiencing a deep review cycle of hidden shadow. The eclipse at 15 degrees Sagittarius is flushing out what separates and divides us. Eclipses bring about transformative changes in life, initiating course corrections and adjustments that serve our highest good. This could be an emotional catharsis for you as the eclipse shakes things loose. Observe any unconscious patterning or unresolved wounding that comes to your awareness for healing. The T-square with fiery Mars is fueling increased tension, anger, and karmic triggers involving misuse of power or abusive behavior. After centuries of oppression and violence, the people are rising. We have reached a tipping point in the collective that can no longer resume what used to be. As the two worlds pull apart, emotional trauma and cellular memory is coming up for healing and transmutation. You may feel like you are being pulled apart as well. Support the old energy to release as you open to the new era rising. The lunar eclipse gateway opens the portal to new timelines and potential future outcomes. The ascension process involves the decomposition of unjust systems and breaking free of oppression. The only way forward into 5D and higher is living in unity consciousness. We must unite together and demand a better world. from Meg Benedict, newearthcentral.com. And the image in today's video is from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Walter Boyd, Light Code Technology, symbolizing house blessings, abundance, and creativity flow. So you can meditate on this image. It also looks like a sacred mothership that's transmitting codes through its light beam, through its solar light center. We see the rising stars, many other symbols. Very powerful image. And from Divine Sister Octavia Vasile, Pleiadian transmission from the collective of love and light, 9th dimension, planet era, star system Tegeta. We greet you with love, and we support you to open your hearts widely. Today we intend to bring you closer to love. Many of you think that love is an abstract concept, and many do not understand its importance. Some of you take love as a metaphor, and some think that love comes naturally, and that there is nothing to do, that love is already there. Love is always right here and now, if you open your senses to it. Love is a vibration that contains a range of what you would call higher frequencies. What you call love is also trust, compassion, gratitude, appreciation, attention, connectedness. As these are formed from a spectrum of frequencies that you call love, these frequencies activate the main energy center of your body, which is situated around your physical heart organ. When we invite you to activate this energy center and to allow love to flow, we do so because you know that this vibration is your main key for understanding and integrating the highest frequencies that enter now the earth plane. This is not a story, it is not a figure of speech. Love is a real vibration, more real than any matter. This vibration is the only one that allows one to evolve. There is no evolution outside the vibration of love. We invite you to look at your own relationships, to open your heart so you can listen deeply to what others have to tell you. Listen with your heart, not because of your expectations, but because while listening, you share your attention with the other, which is a form of love. You vibrate and share this energy field, and you expand it. Listen truly. Be careful with all those around you. Listen to their pain, because those who suffer most right now are those who are going to harm most. Understand this, and you will never want to harm someone. We invite you to set your intentions towards creating unity. There is a wide variety of opinions, and it is always going to be. It stays with you to accept and to observe different points of view. Embrace all that which is different from you, because that will awaken you. Don't fool yourself that you are different, because you are not. You cannot be separated from your collective, not even if you make deep holes in your forests of your planet and you hide in them. Dear child of Earth, open your heart to feel gratitude, to feel joy for sharing impressions with others. Give small gifts from the depth of your heart. These are the real lessons, the ones that humanity needs to integrate now. Please understand that there is no evolution without true love, because there is no chance to integrate new frequencies without centering yourself in the vibration of love. Beautiful child, stay in the pure vibration of love, and love you'll see on earth. We deeply love you. And from Divine Sister Celia Fenn, coming up tomorrow, the 5th of June, the full moon and lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, Gemini, twin sun. A fire moon is always volatile and unstable. This fire moon will transit the galactic center and will amplify some really powerful eclipse codes for the transformation and evolution of the planet. This will be a penumbral lunar eclipse which will be visible over large parts of the planet, but not the USA this time. We are already within the event horizon of this full moon as we deal with the ongoing crisis that characterized 2020. Physical symptoms of the incoming energies include intense clearing in the head-throat area and intense activation of the pineal gland, which can produce dizziness, headaches, and sinus problems, as well as throat issues. The pineal activation is important. The galactic codes are ramping up for the Great Awakening, which will be a further and deeper understanding of our angelic and galactic nature and how we can use these aspects to create on the new Earth timeline. We need the light downloads to restructure the pineal gland to carry increased frequencies of light. From this eclipse and up to the next eclipse solstice, and then the next lunar eclipse a month from now, we will all be going through this process of pineal gland upgrade to prepare us to carry an extended range of angelic galactic frequencies. This is what the awakening is all about, awakening to who we are as human angels and expanding our abilities to reflect that truth and wisdom. The new frequencies will start coming in after the 5th of July and will be there as we approach the new year on the 26th of July and the Lionsgate 8/8 in August. These crystalline new frequencies are displacing the old energies and the old stories. We are birthing a new story of diamond light and golden love as the old is blasted away and the new begins to rise. So as we transit this full moon lunar eclipse, welcome the new and do not be caught up in the ravages of the storm as the old is blown away. Love to everyone at this full moon eclipse. Celia Fenn. From Divine Sister Judith Kusel, the immensely high energies pouring in now are accelerating the ascension process. Such acceleration and dimensional frequency changes have never ever been experienced before on planetary levels. We are being lifted now from the 5th to the 7th dimensional state, and those souls who are ready will ascend. The 3D is disintegrating, and do not be fooled by what is seemingly happening on Earth right now. Go within for the answers and deeply connect with the divine and all that is, and you will be able to navigate the changes which will now accelerate in being at tremendous speed. This is unprecedented. It has never happened before. Miracles are happening. Let those who have inner eyes see. Let those who have inner ears hear. Let those who have inner knowing know. From JudithKusel.com and from Divine Sister Elizabeth Peru, navigating this 5D reality is simple at its core. You just need to understand that there is no separation between you and all others. You are everyone. Every other being, human, animal, mineral, is part of you. There is one soul in the universe being expressed in infinite ways. You are that one soul, just as I am and all others are. From the framework of your human life and your personality, you feel distinct and individual, but on the more expansive, eternal level, we truly are all one, are of the one soul. And since June 2019, we now get to live the truth on Earth. It's no longer just a spiritual nicety, it's your everyday reality. The sooner you accept and live this, the sooner life will open up for you like never before. From ElizabethPeru.com and from the Archangelic Calendar, Gaia is in a spirit-dominant setting and will not leave. We should just get used to it. There is no way back. No one will retreat, and the fact that Gaia is converging on a macro timeline in the state of perpetual spirit should tell us that pure divinity is flowing through her veins. As mentioned, it has been decided that this will be a final resolution. That being said, this is the physical manifestation of the battles and circumstances on the astral of 2 and 3 Earth years prior, of which the outcome has already been decided, and we must stay cognizant of this fact. We have experienced this on the higher levels, and thus know the outcome innately already. Divinity has stated that if they will not submit to the universe will bring them to their knees. It's here, and I do mean it. Somehow the macro being has microed, and we will see many things we didn't think possible because of it. There is a good deal of energetic push to separate the states of the union, The reason why this is so predominant is that the macro country has become too hard to control for organized darkness. They are now retreating to a state level within the U.S. and other countries as well, and this would mean that the light workers with residences within the boundaries of each individual state or section should be extra diligent with the energy work of their designated areas. The sky will appear very different than it used to appear. Do not be alarmed because the sky is not falling, simply changing. There will be great colors and anomalies never before seen by humanity's eyes, and it may be startling to those not aware that it's about to take place, and thus we are making you aware. A triggered recall is something that you see on TV or in the movies that come into reality. Clearly, this is done on purpose, and there is nothing natural about the manifestations it creates. Their efforts involve trying to hijack your thoughts so that you will create the dark macro outcomes that they wish to implement. This technique is also sometimes referred to as subconscious hijacking. Your departed loved ones are right by your side trying to guide you. Please take a listen. They are begging for your attention. We know this storm. It's familiar and speaks loudly. We have been here before and know the feelings attached. We know the lightning and the thunder, and the fires it incites as well, for we have, for certain, been there before. Turn around, see exactly who is calling the shots in your day-to-day lives, Archangel Azrael. And then the link in the description below this video are the tools and the assignments from the Archangelic Calendar. This is from archangeliccalendar.com. And from Shamtrul Rinpoche, Tibetan Buddhist master, Buddhism does not give you anything. Buddhism just shows you how to uncover what you already have and what you already are. And a quick note from Harmonic Convergence 2020, the Venus fractal resonance through life, space, and time, which this is connected to the fire moon tomorrow. We call the strawberry moon with the eclipse. And last night, the Venus ring of fire is a conjunct the sun, connected to the ring of fire of Pachamama. This is the trinity of the fire, the threefold flame, synchronicity in the heavens above, connected to the earth below, and human in the middle. We're navigating, we are world bridgers. We are in the wave spell of the white world bridger, the white still magnetic light at the center. This is connected to the 0 point energy. Today being Kin 67, the blue lunar hand. The blue is also connected to Venus, the divine feminine, the sacred mother, the goddess energy. As our brightest star closed on Kin 65, which was 2 days ago, on the 2nd of June, the 5th stage of her journey around the sun to complete the 5-star pentagram of resurrection that both Earth and Venus create around the sun every 8 years. We are finding new ways of mapping our evolutionary path in the cycles of time. The Venus pentagram star matrix is a fractal chronograph designed to track the 5 stages of creation of the Venus plus Earth star pentagram during their 40-year and 8-year cycles. The Venus star matrix is comprised of 5 concentric rings divided in 584 units, measuring the average interval between conjunctions. The 5th central ring at the core heart of the pentagram corresponds to the 5th and final stage of the 8-year cycle, and that's also connected. If you listened a couple days ago to my transmission on the core of the apple, the 10 blue apples, inside are the 5. It's the pentagram. It's the 5-star with the 5 seeds within the core of the apple, the center. And this is connected to also the Venus energy. And blue apples, obviously, is connected to the tree of life or the tree of knowledge, gnosis, and the energy of Eve. which is connected to the evening star of Venus. Since this 5-stage cycle is ruled by the golden proportion, to reestablish the memory of the cycle is to reestablish our connection to harmony. The number 5 and life itself. In geometry, number 5 is represented as the pentagram or 5-pointed star. All segments and intersections of the shape are fully encoded by 5 ratios and golden proportion, the universal principle of harmony present in all nature. The pentacle is the code of life, since all proteins in the human body are pent-shaped, and basically every cell in our body is based on one of the 5 platonic solids. There is no doubt that the 5-pointed star is perhaps the most anointed shape that exists, and it is time that our children learn that it has nothing to do with the devil. It is time to take control of our education, time to embed this ancient wisdom into our heart and consciousness, to become it, live it, breathe it, not just to read or research about it. This is true empowerment, bringing the outer towards the inner, which is the definitive meaning of fractal, when the inside is the same as the outside. That's from Jane 108, Jain. You can look him up on Facebook. And from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 67, Blue Lunar Hand. Lunar is the name for the number 2, and its keywords are polarize, challenge, and stabilize. It is the second day of this current wave spell, which is always challenging. Like any journey, you must prepare, pack, and plan. A wave spell journey is no different. The second day is about looking at the challenges you face so you may polarize them and proceed. These can be tough days, but if you are conscious of the process, it can be much easier. Think of it as an exercise in problem solving. Blue hand represents healing, accomplishment, and inner knowing, and so today is about facing the challenges that this presents. What is holding you back from healing? Why are you not accomplishing what you want? Today can cause frustration, but have you ever noticed how it's not the issue you have to deal with that is the problem, but your attitude towards problem solving generally that causes the headaches? Try approaching the issues at hand with a different view. Perhaps your obstacles are not as big as you imagined, or maybe you have a greater ability to solve your problems than you give yourself credit for. And from Christina Papagiorgio, Blue Lunar Hand, Kin 67, 4th June 2020, Healing Polarity Challenges, 4/6/2020, equal 4/6/22, equal 4/6/4, equal 14, equal 5, 4 Foundation, Structure, Form, 6 Heaven, Christ, Harmony, Family, 22 Architect of Peace, Master Builder, 5 Freedom, Change, Liberation, Kin 67, equal 13, equal 4, double 4 code, closing the door to the duality battles in order to build a new foundation of peace and liberation. Day 2 in the White World Bridger wave spell of surrender, letting go, forgiveness, networking, and building bridges. Today we are challenged with a lunar tone to surrender and let go of the duality games in our physical existence. Tone of creation, lunar, tone 2 in the physical realm. The lunar tone represents the sacred twins, cooperation, relationship, polarity of male and female, and duality. Its action polarizes, power challenges, essence stabilizing. Polarity reveals your conflicts, struggles, and the apparent separation created by your beliefs in duality. Polarized positions actually work in cooperative alliance. In cooperation, all polarities serve as backgrounds for full appreciation of one another and the whole. Examine the polarity of the male and female within yourself, as well as the duality challenges in your physical reality. Today is the day to bring closure on these battles and pave the way for healing and a new start free from conflict and discord. Today's question is, what challenges do I need to finally release in order to be free from duality conflicts and accomplish greater healing in my life? divine blessings for accomplishing great healing and harmony in our world. May peace be with us. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. 73 energy coming in with the 37. Kin 67, Blue Lunar Hand. The mantra, the code for today is, I polarize in order to know. Stabilizing, healing, I seal the store of accomplishment. With the lunar tone of challenge, I am guided by the power of self-generation. So with this eclipse window opening and these powerful lunar energies coming in, be sure to get out into the moonlight tonight, tomorrow, the next few days. Bring in the healing codes from La Luna, and tomorrow the lunar eclipse with the full strawberry moon, anchoring in these divine feminine codes into our DNA, and with this trinity of the ring of fire that surrounds our three dantians. It's a threefold flame within. Feel this great fire burning from within, activating all strands of DNA, all atoms, all cells, rise up in frequency and energy and light. So let us know, beloved beings of light, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your experiences, your visions, your dreams, your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe below. Click the subscribe button and a little bell next to subscribe to get notifications on future uploads. And as always, we have a link in the description below the video to the transcripts of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd also like to again thank everyone for your support on Patreon. If you'd like to support my work in Prime Disclosure, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/Prime Disclosure. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Bro Star Mark. Thank you for your pledge, for your support. I appreciate you all. And also, I'd like to thank all the light workers joining us on this mission for the Healing Retreat Center in Ecuador, South America. We're raising funds through a CBD business. You can join us at cbdpeaceoil.com. If you'd like to learn more about this mission, we have it on primedisclosure.com, Tao de Ecuador at the top of the page. This will be a blueprint and manifestation for healing retreat centers and sustainable communities around this realm. So with all this energy flowing in, rising up, Divine Goddess stepping forward, speaking out, all love workers, light workers, way showers are stepping into their missions. This is all coming through in many ways for many beings in this realm. We came on this final mission at this omega point, this 0 point, where we're breaking free of all timelines, all time loops, merging all together into this one still center. So thank you all for joining us on this great mission. Thank you for the sacrifices you made coming here. Myself and my team appreciate your support, your connections, your love and light. Keep shining brightly into the night, sacred warriors of the light. I love you all. Namaste.